finest professional wrestling from the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region, Capital Wrestling.
Hi, I'm Candice Cordelia, and welcome to another episode of Capital Wrestling Television. Now, I'm standing right in front of the Capital Wrestling locker room where Mr. Matthew Ryan Shapiro, as you can hear, is ranting and raving. Now, the reason behind this is, well, he was the perpetrator of a vicious attack on one of our Capital Wrestling roster. As it stands, he's actually been fined by Mr. Marcus Dowling and is also facing suspension. Now, Marcus Dowling has left the locker room to supervise tonight's event, while Matthew Ryan Shapiro has cleared out the locker room so that he and Paul Jourdain can discuss strategy. Now, as we come back from the break, we're going to talk more about Nyla Rose and Rump Thump facing against the Perfect Strangers. What were you guys doing in there?
Wrist tape. Got my wrist tape.
All right, and we'll come right back after the break.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm doing what I'm doing. What are you doing?
I'm reading. Look,
Reading? What are you reading? What is that?
notes from our last
Notes?
match.
Notes for what? Why are you taking notes? Notes? Noters are for jokers. Do you know what that means? Me neither. My mom said it a lot. It never clicked. I don't know. What do you need notes on? We do what we do, and we're the best at what we do.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with it too.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good.
so you need notes? You need some inspiration? You are Rump Thump, my brother.
Hell yeah.
Wakanda forever. Look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You want to be inspired? Look at this. The 2017 Indie Female of the Year. With enough work and perspiration, you too could be the Indie Female of the Year. Not 2017, because I won that, but next year. And you know what? Will we go to the top?
No, hold on. That's a little crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You want to see crazy? Follow me!
Ah!
Want more Capital Wrestling content? Then look no further than our Instagram. Follow @Capital Wrestling today and see every moment the Capital has to offer, as well as match announcements, merchandise deals, and more. Come to the Capital and follow our Instagram today.
Nyla Rose and Rump Thump, of course, undefeated as a tag team here in Capital Wrestling, looking to add one more accolade, and that is to become the #1 contenders for the Capital Wrestling Tag Team Championship. This tag team may be unconventional, but Nyla has done some tours of Japan, and Rump Thump is a supremely talented powerlifter and has been trained at OVW, where John Cena, Batista, and many other top stars, including the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, have made their bones.
Absolutely, and was here in Capital as a referee, stepping in at Nyla's request when she needed a tag team partner. And the Perfect Strangers, and it's smartly letting Andros start. I think this is the only smart move they've made so far, because that knee, I think, is still not 100% for Marcus.
But you can't doubt the resilience of the Perfect Strangers coming in and still doing this. Are they 100% being given that break?
Again, it's the lesser two stupid decisions, because it was pretty dumb of Rump Thump and Nyla not to just take advantage of that damaged knee and take them out right then and there. And they could be, right now, the #1 contenders for the Capital Wrestling Tag Team Championships, but instead now they got to face a team that has been there before to a Tag Team Championship match.
Rump Thump with a high knee to Andros the Greek, and again back to that arm. Tag made to the native beast. Kick to the midsection, Nyla Rose. Looking for a vertical suplex. And the beast's power is on display here. Stomp to the midsection. And a leg drop, looking for a vertical press. 1, 2, 2 count only. But wisely, Rose stays on him. Looking for a rear chin lock there. Tag to Rump Thump.
Listen, some people say that it's resilience of the Perfect Strangers to go through 2 top tag teams in battle and so many of the tag teams just to get to this position, but again, I think they made a bad decision.
They wouldn't need the resilience if it wasn't for the North-South connection, if it wasn't for that really good Ryan Zane and Vinny Pacifico attacking the Perfect Strangers. They wouldn't need that resilience.
Well, listen, what happened. All that matters right now is this match. And right now, Rump Thump.
2 count.
Nyla and Rump Thump hoping to continue their undefeated streak.
Again, another quick tag as Rump Thump and Rose trying to keep fresh. Double axe handle to the lower back.
Using the power advantage, just smashing away at the lower back, just trying to take him out.
Looking for another suplex. Up and over onto the apron.
And I'll say this, you wonder if it might not be a bad idea to let Andros tag in Marcus. After all, he's the one with the bad knee here. But so far, Andros not doing...
Again up to the top, wait a minute.
Wow.
And a knee sending him over. Sorry, I was just shocked by that. The athleticism of Rose.
But Andros kicking out and also Marcus stepping in.
Marcus Marquis, of course, always at his partner's side. These two are inseparable. We've seen them on the streets of Hoboken at Cake Boss, searching for cupcakes. There's no funny stuff tonight. It's all business for the Perfect Strangers.
The Perfect Strangers, you know, they've come so close. It would be nice for them to finally win the championship. But to do it, now they have to get through Nyla and Rump Thump. And here we go, finally a little bit of control after a really rough start here. Going for the chop, and now Marcus Marquis comes in. And the double team effort.
Whip. Tag made. Oh, Rump Thump missed the tag there. 1, 2 count only.
A mistake of theirs to even let Nyla that close to Rump Thump on their part. 4 sides of the ring, they could have picked any other side.
Marquis going right back to it, trying to sap the air as Rump Thump on the outside stretches for the tag. Rump Thump.
And smart move by Marcus Marquis, leaning Nyla Rose away from that corner to make sure that the tag can't be made to Rump Thump.
And with that rear chin lock, trying to take the air out of Nyla Rose. TPS in control after a rocky start. Perhaps Rump Thump and Nyla Rose regretting their decision to allow TPS to get a little bit of a reprieve.
Well, they wanted to beat them at their best. That's what they said. And they might find out that they're not good enough to beat the Perfect Strangers at their best. And they'll regret that stupid decision, but that's how you got to learn sometimes, Steven.
I don't know if I agree with these tactics here, though.
Listen, Marcus has to do something extra. He's wrestling with an injured knee, his fault or not.
Looking perhaps
The heart attack.
Modified heart attack with that spinning back elbow. Press 1, 2 count only. Close there.
And I definitely think that the Perfect Strangers came in here with a different attitude after they realized how lucky they were. They got a break from Rump Thump and Nyla, and they're definitely taking advantage of it.
Showing a bit of a mean streak here.
Well, this is what I kind of been waiting for.
Many people wonder if they could win the big one here is their opportunity as the tag is made to Marcus Marquis.
Waiting for that famous Greek temper, finally. And Marcus, and look at that.
Shades of Eddie Guerrero with that helo over the
But
top
did you see Andros holding down the legs of Nyla a little bit? I like that.
2 count only.
Smart teamwork. Don't just sit there and do nothing on the outside. They really want this, and you can tell.
Of course, we want to thank you for joining us for Capital Wrestling's anniversary show. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment, Harry Jajanian. And this is the finals of the #1 contender tag team gauntlet for the Capital Wrestling tag team titles.
To become the #1 contenders and face Luxury Muscles Incorporated, and
Double clothesline in the middle of the ring. And this is the chance for Nyla Rose to tag in Rump Thump and even out the odds a bit. Rose needs to make this tag.
Marcus going to try to stop the tag. No, smartly going towards Andros. He had 2 decisions to make there. Either stop the run. Here we go. Rump Thump dodges the clothesline. Oh, doesn't. 2 clotheslines.
Rump Thump, rumping and thumping. Flapjack. Tuning up the band.
Going for the butt. The flying butt. Oh, and look at this. Marquis coming in with a swinging neck breaker to stop the momentum cold of Rump Thump.
But here comes the Native Beast. German suplex releases that bridge.
Here comes Andros going for the clothesline. Ooh.
Mule kick. The Native Beast looking for it. Gets him up. Beast bomb. Cover 1, 2, 3. 3 count. Nyla Rose and Rump Thump again remain undefeated here in Capital Wrestling.
And certainly proving that they were the better team. They wanted it this way, and they got it. I mean, the Perfect Strangers had everything going for them. They got a second chance, a second lease. But they come up short again. And Andros, ooh, look at this.
Andros not happy about it. You have to feel for the Perfect Strangers, though.
The frustration starting to show.
Both of these men being involved in just about every event in Capital Wrestling history, looking to win the big one.
Wow, this is a different side of the Perfect Strangers for sure. And again, going for another handshake here. Rump Thump insisting, and Marcus.
Shaking the hand, Marquis, I'm not sure. Andros the Greek.
Maybe a little frustration from Andros for sure, but no, I guess not.
Andros the Greek not wanting it. Not wanting to shake hands.
That famous Greek temper finally showing.
He was right. He was right.
He's saying he was right.
Right about what?
Who was what?
What's going on here? A little bit of confusion here. What's
Andros the Greek saying he was right. He was right. I wish he wasn't right, but he's right. Who are they talking about?
Think he was right?
a little bit odd? They did come out with a different attitude. Certainly Andros came out especially with a different attitude. And Marcus is just as confused as we are, I believe, here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the attitude, but a little bit of dissension here among the Perfect Strangers.
We're going to take a brief timeout, but when we come back, we continue with Capital Wrestling's anniversary.
Don't miss a single moment of Capital Wrestling television by subscribing to our Twitch. Twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling not only gives you a brand new episode every Monday night at 7:05, but exclusive content like Capital Wrestling's World War IV Live, exclusive Match Zero content, Capital Wrestling Binge Mode Marathons, and the upcoming Level Up with Stephen James and more. Push the button and subscribe to Twitch.tv/Capital Wrestling.
Darius Carter, you and I have a lot of history with one another. It was 2015 when you called me up to be a part of the crusade for change. And I was your hitman, I was your hired gun. I got the job done for you each and every time, and we became undefeated. But now, here in Capital Wrestling, it's not about the crusade for change. I've been here for a year and I've been undefeated for a year, just like the crusade. But tonight, I grabbed those brass ring that you're talking about, and I have you kneel before me as the victor of the match. It's nothing personal, it's just business, Darius. See you then.
You know, I looked up to this guy for so many years.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I want a fucking drink.
My name is PJ Polaco. The world came to know me as Just Incredible, a famed pro wrestler. I became a world champion. I was the first guy to have my Portuguese heritage become a major part of the World Wrestling Federation. Kids looked up to me. They wore my t-shirts and played with my action figures. I was their hero. But I should be no one's hero. Drugs and addiction beat me worse than any opponent. It messed up my life bad. It broke me beyond what any ring could ever do. I will find my recovery and redemption. This is incredible.
What don't you understand, man? This is not a joke. This is my goddamn life. I told you, I've had enough.
You know who I am, don't you? It's okay, I'm gonna tell you. I am wrestling's richest prize, Mr. Darius Carter. And I'm the leader of a crusade here. Take a look at that mask. This is something that I've invested my life into. Something I've invested everything that I am into. And Anthony, Mr. Gangone, a once pupil of mine, someone I took under my wing, I gave you direction. You have all the talent in the world. But you just need that little push, that little something, and I am that something. See, I see that you're the soul of Capital Wrestling. But I have something a little bit better than spiritual feelings. I have something that's worth more, and that is capital. I bring capital to Capital Wrestling. So, Mr. Gangone, consider our little arrangement done, because I have bigger fish to fry here at Capital Wrestling. I've made some friends. Anthony, you've been replaced.
Don't be ashamed of your nail fungus. Instead, fight back. Fix Nail fights nail fungus with a powerful blend of antifungal agents. Fix Nail was designed from the ground up to combat nail fungus. When you order, upgrade to Fix Nail Clear, a pre-treatment designed to help the appearance of fungal nails and allow for further penetration of the traditional Fix Nail formula. Visit www.fixnail.com today and be on your way to clean and clear nails.
Fighting!
gentlemen, welcome back to Capital Wrestling Anniversary Live on Twitch. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment himself, Harry Turjanian.
What a fantastic event this has been. 1 year in the making. A lot of people said we couldn't do it. A lot of people said we shouldn't do it. That was also true, but hey, to hell with the haters, we're here. But speaking of debuts here, 1 year in the making.
Wrestling's richest prize, Darius Carter, making his debut tonight here in the Capitol. Like you said, it's a year in the making. Scouting out, biding his time. Originally, he was set to get his open invitation, his brass ring challenge, if you will.
Darius Carter not making himself a fan favorite here right off the bat, and he doesn't care. He's here for one reason and one reason only: to take over Capital Wrestling and be the top dog here. Championship gold, that's all that he cares about.
The championship and glory and money and power is all that wrestling's richest prize. The father of change himself, Darius Carter, that's all he cares about. You're absolutely right there.
Look at that. What a debut. But
you could go home. You could go home, and nobody would ask where you went. There's the exit. Take yourself
all right, a lot of already the Hoboken fans showing their classlessness, insulting the great Darius Carter. What a man can come into someone else's house and tell them to go home.
This is all mine.
And if you're going to make a debut, what a way to make a debut against the wrestling god himself.
The one above all himself, Anthony Gangone, making his way, taking on Darius Carter tonight. Originally scheduled to face the NRA's Bo Crockett. Bo Crockett, unfortunately, suffering an injury. We wish him well in a speedy recovery. Anthony Gangone, beloved here by the Capitol faithful here in Hoboken. The wrestling god himself taking on the father of change in what many would call a dream matchup.
Yeah, but what do they know? They chose to live in Hoboken.
It's a wonderful city.
Yeah. Yeah. If you like hipsters. And still, look at this. Darius Carter just having his way with the crowd here.
Darius Carter never one to be short of wit and a silver tongue. On display here.
Gangone just remaining very poised, not being fazed by it. But it's not, you know.
Darius Carter not looking phased either.
No, that's
handling business, the father of business.
That's the two ways you can do it. He's not just a competitive professional wrestler, but also a businessman, and a successful one at that.
Capital Wrestling fans taking umbrage with the tights of one Darius Carter.
Well, I wouldn't want to see any of these people in tights. I barely want to see them in street clothes.
And note both men in black and gold. Both men no stranger to gold, as both men have held singles titles and were once together in the Crusade.
Slow pacing to this match. Both of these men taking their time, not being fazed by it.
Very familiar with each other.
Gangone going for the handshaking, and that's part of the new attitude I don't like about Gangone.
Gangone, say what you want about his new attitude, as you put it, but this is a man that has never been pinned or submitted in the Capitol.
Listen, he's a phenomenal wrestler. He's a wrestling god. There's no doubt about it. I mean, make no mistake, he's a talented athlete, but...
Talented athlete, consummate professional, looking to shake the hand of wrestling's richest prize, but to no avail. Both men, again, familiar with each other. Having both been brothers in arms at one point.
And that's why you wonder if that's maybe why there's a slow start to this match. They're both sort of feeling each other out, knowing each other, you know. They don't want to make a false move here. They each kind of know each other pretty well.
Wrestling's richest prize quickly, though, on the attack. Wrist lock there. By the Gangone. Reversed. A little bit of chain wrestling there. Unorthodox submission maneuver here. Using that leg.
Biting down on the boot.
And falling back onto Darius Carter. Having to take a second here. As if you're talking about the mind games, Anthony Gangone, the wrestler, God, 1-0. Darius Carter.
And a very slow, methodical pace again. Oh, look at this smart chain wrestling by Darius Carter, showing his brilliance right there.
Locking those arms behind Gangone. Torquing those shoulders. And the foot on the back of the head. Disrespectful.
Disrespectful, but a great counter. A great way to maintain that hold. Gangone is very dangerous, very tricky. Darius Carter,
wait a second.
He knows that.
Stepping through.
And look at that, reaching, amazing. See that? Look at that, amazing. Reaches for the ropes, tries to get out of the way.
Darius Carter using a bit of intelligence there to roll out of the ring. Where's he going?
He's going to take a breather. He's got to the count of 10, Steven. He's thinking it through. That's how you become a successful businessman.
Of course, this match is brought to you by Choked Out Radio. Join Jim Wrestle for the latest news in the world of professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. Listen anytime, anywhere on iTunes, Stitcher, and Blog Talk Radio by searching Choked Out Radio. Live here in Hoboken on Twitch, it's Capital Wrestling's anniversary. I'm Stephen James, joined by Harry Turjanian, Mr. Entertainment himself, although I don't know why he calls himself that.
Because I'm entertaining, Steven, that's the reason. And I don't call myself that. Other people have called me that.
You made it contractually obligated that I have to say
Well,
that.
now I'm Mr. Entertainment, but I didn't just come up with that. People...
Drop toe hold.
Oh, look at this. And look, using all that leverage, Gangone using that leverage, the neck strength.
The bridge, the arch of the back.
Which is very difficult to achieve, but look at that, so smart.
Darius Carter grabbing an appendage. But it doesn't matter, as Gangone will not release that leg. Continuing to work him over.
No doubt about it. Gangone is a fantastic athlete, and right back into it.
Again. The fans calling for Wrestling's Richest Prize to tap out. What people don't understand is Gangone is looking to prove himself against Darius Carter. Once sitting under his learning tree, now looking to show that the student has become the teacher.
Absolutely. Not only that, but him and his business partner, Logan Easton LaRue, hoping to take over the Capitol. Ooh!
Dive through the middle ropes. Into the fans goes Gangone.
That is the authentic, interactive experience here at the Capitol.
The one above all goes into all.
Some of those lucky fans will get to go home with Band-Aids, authentic Capitol Wrestling Band-Aids. But look at this now.
I'm going to go home with some sweat.
Ooh.
That chair trapping the ankle of Darius Carter.
The referee Giuseppe Cicerelli there. Warning.
Needs to get this back under control. And a hard chop to the chest. And another one, you can hear it all the way here.
Darius Carter trying to escape from this, trying to...
And a mule kick just caught him.
See, that's where it hurts. Gangone talking to the fans, trying to please the fans. That's not what this is about. This is about W's, and look at that.
Into that steel post.
This is the difference.
Gangone doesn't know where he is right now.
This is the difference.
Both men rolling back into the ring, but Darius Carter back outside.
He is not
seeing
done.
An opportunity here.
Ooh, using the ropes to his advantage here.
Darius Carter perhaps taking Gangone a little bit too lightly at the beginning of this match.
I don't think he was taking him too lightly. I think he was biding his time, but now, you know, he knows what he has to do. It's a slow build. This Gangone is a dangerous athlete. Make no mistake about it.
Strikes the chops.
Ooh, and those European uppercuts.
Right on the chin of Gangone.
And Darius Carter letting him know he is also a superior athlete. He also knows his craft very well.
Gangone, one of the toughest men in Capital Wrestling and professional wrestling as a whole. But how much punishment can he sustain as Darius Carter brings it to the one above all? See, this is my problem with Darius Carter. Instead of competing, he wants to mock Gangone.
Well, psychology is part of it. It's part of it. He doesn't just want to break you down physically, but psychologically, sometimes that can have even a greater impact. Some people win the game, some people win the match before the whistle even blows, or the bell even rings. And he's a smart man. He knows when to take a breather.
Darius Carter better not underestimate the wrestling god, though, as again, unpinned and undefeated here in Capital Wrestling. Never been pinned or submitted.
I don't think Darius Carter isn't thinking about that.
He should make a statement on his first night here in the Capitol. The statement of that sound of that elbow on the chin of Carter is all we need so far. And again to the chin, but Darius Carter still on his feet. But for how long? As Anthony goes by, spinning back elbow, and both men are down. Gangone perhaps using too much energy on that maneuver.
He had to use every bit of that energy he had left. I mean, he really didn't have much else to do. Just he had to get a breather here. He had to stop the onslaught by Darius Carter.
Crawl over for a cover, perhaps.
Just trying to get up, hopefully, and Gangone. And oh my God, the wrestling god. Another chop. And now Gangone suddenly with the advantage, but Darius Carter goes for the kick, misses. Neck breaker.
Neck breaker. And just like that, quick vertical press, 1, 2. 2 count only.
Very close. Only 2.
The speed and athleticism of Gangone on display, taking every opportunity he can. Both men in excellent condition, cutting a blistering pace right now.
Ooh.
Stiff kick to the chest, and you can see the look on Darius Carter's face, almost begging for it.
Smiling. He is smiling. Almost like he's taking them to send a message that he can take them.
I don't know how smart that is. I don't think that's very wise. Ducks underneath.
There you go. Now that was smart.
Go behind. Almost a modified Falcon Arrow. 1, 2. 2 count only. Darius Carter not faring well thus far in his Capital Wrestling debut.
Listen, it was no easy task. There's a lot of great athletes in Capital Wrestling, but Gangone is certainly one of the best here, for sure, and the best on the East Coast. That's why they call him a wrestling god. And smartly, look at that. Darius Carter smartly getting out of the ring, taking a breather. He knows he's in some trouble.
I don't think it's necessarily smart. I think it's necessity.
Ooh!
When to go again through that bottom rope.
I think he did that on purpose. I think he went out of the ring, knew he was going to sucker Gangone in.
1, 2, 2 count only.
Do you want
Darius Carter stalking Gangone.
You wanted this, buddy.
Look at him smiling, licking his chops, awaiting the one
You
above
want
all.
Maybe seeing his opportunity.
Perhaps looking for that foreclosure.
And that's your leader, buddy.
As so many men have influenced him before. But no. Pele kick.
But Darius Carter still up, luckily landing on the ropes.
Oh, shit.
Ooh!
Lap jab onto that top rope, almost beheading him, and a knee.
Here it
right
is.
to that, it's going to be at 1-2. 2 count only.
Incredible.
And Darius Carter can't believe his eyes. 2 count, as it's going to take more than that to put the wrestling god away tonight here at Capital Wrestling Anniversary.
So close to ending the streak of Anthony Gangone. Now thinking, eyeing him up, eyeing Gangone, what to do next, how can he put him away? You can see the gears grinding in his head. He's always thinking about every move, no wasted thought, no wasted time.
Ooh, that forearm right to the chin. And now shoving his face disrespectfully in the corner. What is Carter looking for here?
Maybe a suplex, a DDT off the top. Nope, maybe a suplex.
But no, Gangone, understanding the position he is,
Palm
battling
strikes
back.
to the ribs. Ooh.
Enziguri kick to his head. Carter perched on the top rope.
Carter definitely feeling it. You can see him grabbing that air. Maybe.
This is not a position either one of these men want to be.
Absolutely, but Darius Carter certainly not. Look at him holding on to the ring post smartly.
Both men celebrating champions nationwide. Looking for a superplex.
Oh.
There he is, snap superplex rolling through. Stepping through, perhaps looking for a sharpshooter.
If he can get him over, and he's got him over.
He's got him
and
over.
he is in the center of the ring. And you can see the anguish on Darius Carter's face. Can he make it to the ropes? He's so far away.
Leaning back on that lower back.
He is in trouble here.
But he doesn't look like he's got a fully locked,
Oh,
but now
there
he
he is.
does. Gangone
Yeah,
cinches
he's cinching
it
it in.
further.
Oh,
Darius
but
Carter pulling
those
away.
long limbs.
He's got it.
He
Still
reached the
sits
rope.
up. Gonna have to release that hold.
He should have held on a little bit longer. He's got till the count of 5, Steven.
He does, but Anthony Gangone wants to win this on his own merit, not taking any shortcuts.
I mean, I can't argue with the results. The man is he hasn't been pinned or submitted here in Capital Wrestling. Ooh!
But Darius
Oh!
Carter pulling out that knee.
And he's caught, and that could do a lot of damage. That could do a lot of damage if you twist the knee. That ended the career of Rick the Model Martel. A lot of other wrestlers have just been hurt by getting their legs caught, snapping an ACL, MCL, whatever. And Darius Carter.
Still clutching that knee. Anthony Gangone slow to get up.
Darius Carter going in for the kill
Like
here.
a shark smelling blood.
Oh, my God.
Darius Carter perhaps looking to target that knee.
Well, that knee, he does have a history of injuries to that
He's
knee.
going for it, looking for Dreams by the Waterfall. Gets him up.
Does he
looking
have him?
for it.
Oh,
But his
collapses.
knee gave out. He couldn't get him up.
Too much weight for that knee.
Darius Carter.
Ooh! And could this finally be it? Could this?
Spits right at him. And the foreclosure by Carter. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. And Anthony Gangone. Finally falls. The wrestling god succumbs to wrestling's richest prize.
What a debut for wrestling's richest prize.
The father of change, looking to bring change to Capital Wrestling. And what a way to start by taking out the one above all.
You gotta wonder if this is the start, the small start of something very big here between Darius Carter and his business partners, taking over Capital Wrestling, getting themselves involved. Can they do it? This is a good way to start it. Who knows what history holds for the next.
Immediately going after that knee and capitalizing on it. Anthony Gangone was going for that Dreams by the Waterfall.
Gangone, a fantastic athlete, but just, I would say, ultimately outsmarted.
Anthony Gangone trying to show some sort of Sportsmanship. Looking to shake the hand of his former teacher.
Oh, kicking him right in the knee.
Right in the knee again.
And that is a message to everyone here in Capital Wrestling. That Darius Carter, he's here and he's all about one thing, and that's just business.
How disrespectful is that?
It's not personal, Steven. It's just business.
His hand.
Hey, the match is done. That's on you. Whatever you want to do after the match, that's your responsibility.
He's going for, looking for dreams by the waterfall again. That knee, then he gets it.
Unbelievable.
He nails it.
For whatever reason, he couldn't hit it during the match. I don't know if it was the adrenaline. I don't know if it was just being out of it.
Showing that just like that, the one above all can strike. While it might not be his day tonight, might not be his night. He's a dangerous man who'll continue to play Capital Wrestling.
This week's edition of Capital Wrestling Television is brought to you by Choked Out Radio. Looking at the world of MMA, pro wrestling, and more. Go to blogtalkradio.com/chokedoutRadioLive and also on iTunes Podcasts.
All the world's a stage, and all the oppressive men here at Capital Wrestling merely players. They have their tyrannical ways, but this one woman, moi, can play many parts. I can play the part of the defender, for I shall defend every woman's voice here at Capital Wrestling. I can play the part of the curator of the #Femivist revolution by showing you that Luxury Muscles Incorporated, your tag team champions, are stronger than ever. They know to give every man thy ear, but none thy voice, for we have heard men's voices long enough. They know that when they place their trust in a woman, that victory will soon greet them. Just as victory will greet Mick Drake when he defeats Steve Scott. Is this a dagger which you see before you? No, Steve. This be not a dagger of the mind nor a false creation, but this shall be your defeat next week. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound. And you will find that when you place your faith in looks above substance, much like most men, you will see how that will be your defeat. The wheel is come full circle. We are here.